live for a little evening session. This should be more productive than our previous session today. We were just wandering around earlier doing a little exploring, fishing for whatever. But tonight we're have some more selective goals. Want to do some stuff with the fly and hopefully catch some bass. Those are our main goals. So I'm going to take a look, see what's going on, and fish around. Let's mess around with the fly rod. Raptor wheels in. We got some music going on in the background, but we've got a couple different songs going on, so hopefully they drown out one another. We can avoid copyright stuff. That'd be ideal. Raptor Will and Owl are in. Thanks for coming in, guys. Mark's in as well. Sweet. And Bob from Anyfin is in as well. This is a heck of a crew here. Like, we're a minute and 33 seconds into the live. We got four characters in here. Good characters. Characters in a good way. I'm gonna put down the umbrella here. It's kind of in my casting direction. That will help significantly. Where's my Orvis vest? I actually have Orvis pants on. It says it on the button of the pants. Orvis pants. It might say it on a tag somewhere too. I don't know. These are Orvis pants. Ozarks Woodsman's in here too. Woodsman's? No, there's only one of you. Ozarks Woodsman. By the way, guys, for anybody who was in the earlier live, thank you, everyone. I have hit 900 subscribers today, and we are only double digits away from the big 1,000. Oh. Once it actually starts to get a little dimmer, I'll start throwing around some stuff for bass. Al Triano, I agree with you. Waiting for 4 live streamers at the moment. Wow. Mark always seems to be watching somebody live. All right, let's see. $12 people in here. 7 thumbs up. I'm gonna work on it in the water here. Oh, it feels so nice compared to what I was in earlier. I was wading a creek not too long ago. Earlier today, it was super cold, mountain runoff stream that I was trying to pan for some stuff in. Not gonna spoil any of the results of that. The next long form video to come out should be gold panning video, so stay tuned. We're on a rock. That way we can see our fish a little bit better. I might want a little bit bigger fly on, who knows. Although this one was the one that was producing in the earlier live today. Oh my gosh, it was like the world's smallest bass. There's a couple of really tiny bass trying to take it. All right, 5 people in here, 7 thumbs up. Thank you guys. Take a couple more casts with the fly, and then I'm gonna start casting around some bass rods. Seven people in here, 7 thumbs up. Someone give me a chat, make sure I know everybody's alive. Reconnected, there you go. Let me know how the connection is too. We're on the edge of Wi-Fi range, so I'm actually going to turn it off and let it connect to data. Give me a sec. It might have already been on data. There you go. Crypto Billy, we've caught some today. But we're fishing the evening session now, which should be the most productive session of the day for me. I didn't go out real early morning today. Fly fisherman. I fish with all sorts of stuff. Connection is good. Sweet. Alright, let's try for some bass with the bass rods. Put the fly rod down for a little bit. Here's the fly I was using. Little tiny guy. Let's get back up here, grab a bass rod, and see what's out and about. Alright, there's a whole pot of like flies and gnats over here, and there's some bluegills feeding on them. So I might just take back what I said, go over here and try and catch this. There were some bees that we disturbed in the sand earlier today. I'm just scanning to make sure I don't think they're there. I could be wrong and get stung, but I've already got stung once this year by a hornet, which wasn't that bad. So confirmed that I'm still not allergic to bees. We're gonna brave the waters and see what happens right here. Yep, no stinging so far. They're actually not bluegill. They're like 2-inch bass, 2-inch long bass. So I'm going to move on because as much as that'd be cool, that hook's probably a little bit big for a 2-inch bass. Can you recommend anyone for a good bug spray? So I actually don't use bug spray a whole lot. I'll call it I fake it till I make it. I just go out there and get eaten and then deal with the consequences, or just ignore it. So back you guys up a step right there. I think that music that I'm hearing is live music from the clubhouse, so I won't get copyrighted for it. That's good. Because they're playing Sweet Caroline, and it's definitely not the recording. So it's either some cover I've never heard, or it's live. Don't blame you, never found a bug spray to work. Yeah, it's definitely live music. Because they just paused for the crowd. On the dun dun dun. They paused for the crowd. We're just doing a chill fishing session here. Hopefully gonna find ourselves a bass. I haven't caught one today, have I? No. Caught no bass today. I haven't really tried too much, but let's try the casting rod. We got a slightly different rig on there. Have you been doing any slinging lately? I have. I did some today. And we filmed I'll call it an interesting slinging short last night. I'm not exactly sure what to call it other than interesting. Lots of little baby bass. There's a little 2-inch bass around here. Yeah, I'm not sure when that short's going to be out. I have a lot of shorts that I've been working on lately, so that I have some good backup stuff. I made a community post about it a while ago, but my general plan from here for probably the rest of the life of the channel, which I'm hoping is many, many more years, is long forms are going to be sporadic, probably every couple weeks. It's been a week and a half or something like that since I did my last one. It'll probably be a couple more days before I get out the next one. I'm not really going to schedule them as far as like I'm going to get them out every blank period of time. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to release them when I can. I love working on them. We'll always work on them. But if I put a schedule on it, it just makes it really difficult and takes the enjoyment out of it. So doing that, and then consistently I'll be doing lives and shorts. So I got to have a lot of shorts on the back burner ready to roll. I got a lot of stuff from our beach vacations, a lot of stuff from our lake trips ready to roll, and that stuff will be being released over the next 2 months. And during that time, I'll be filming more stuff. Constant short production, constant lives, and then long forms, bigger productions that I do sporadically. So let's bring you guys up here. See you soon. Going to dinner. Or diner, technically. Going to diner. Maybe you're going to dinner at a diner. Who knows? See you, Al. Thanks for coming in. Only 2 people in here, but we got 10 thumbs up. That's all right. Oh, 5 people in here now. So, I don't know. Glitch. Let me know if you're in here. Give me a chat. Toss around the BFS for a moment, and then move spots with the stuff I've got over there right now. Alrighty. Got a little tailspin swim bait on the BFS. I'm gonna toss this around. I caught a pretty good one on this last night. Alright. Let's bring these poles over here and try a little bit over there. Anthony Serrano. Close to weeds for topwater? No, but occasionally I'll try a whopper plopper or walking bait, especially at night after dark. I've had one that I got doing that on a little popper, actually. Let's try this one first. Not my favorite cast, but it'll work. Back you guys up. It was weeds. I knew I either had fish or weeds. It was weeds. Try that again. There was a laser light show last night. I think that's why they're there. It was up over that hill. There's a whole bunch of people at a little spot across the lake. Yesterday we were trying to figure out why they were there. That's my theory. My chat hasn't been very chatty in either live today. I don't know why. It's very strange. I had like a machine gun tap. It might have been like a bluegill. Butler's in. I did have some sort of bite. Something bit it. Just that machine gun tapper so far. Only a couple people in here, but thanks to those of you who are hanging out. As it gets closer to dark, I feel like they're gonna get a little bit more active. Progressively more and more active. So we're gonna see what happens. Let's try the little tail spinner. Boom. Let's give it a shot. Oh, I had one. let's go back to the thing we actually got bit on. What I might do, just to make sure we're able to get a fish and possibly a nice one, because usually this tactic works pretty well, is set out a float with some worm on a sabiki rig. I might catch one or two at a time, and usually one of them's fairly decent size if you just let it sit out in the deeper water. So you might try that. At least while it's still light out, I'm gonna give it a shot. Go find a worm, get that set up. Usually I catch more pumpkin seeds than bluegills doing that, and they're pretty good size typically. Or I could just set out a weightless hook with worm. That might be a good idea too. Go over to the hot tub, flip over one of the stones, and see if we can get ourselves a worm. Hot tub. Got one. Put him there. All right, we got one worm. Put him on this rod. We're gonna cast this worm weightless. See what's around. We'll take it over here. Seems like a more productive spot to me right now. I gotta just keep talking to drown out the music. All right. My evening lives at the lake don't do as well as I always hope, or as well as evening lives anywhere else for me, which is very strange. I'm starting to lose sight of the line. I probably need a float at this point. I'll be back. Only got a couple of viewers in here right now. Cast this out over here. And then put it in the rod holder. Keep an eye on that as we bop around with these poles over here. I don't know if that's live music or not. Starting to get gotten by the bugs. Only a couple people in here. Some people screaming down at the marina. Such a wonderful night. Five people in here, 13 thumbs ups. Thank you guys. We are working for our first fish on this live. It's 8:21. This is when I started fishing yesterday. I caught 2 nice bass, so maybe this is when they pick up. In fact, when I started fishing, the moon was already sitting over the horizon, and it's not today. Maybe that's why it was good yesterday. Who knows? People talk about the moon a lot in fishing. Henry662, how's it going? I believe you were in one of my lives in Ocean City. If I'm not mistaken, it was the one when I was out at the pier. Let me know if I'm correct there. You have no idea. But were you in one of my lives before? I think you were. Yes, sweet. All right, one more cast. Second place. There you go. I haven't had a very chatty live stream tonight, or earlier in the day. This is my second one of the day. Neither of them were very chatty. I tried to join all of your lives. Tried to. I don't think I saw you in all of them, but a couple maybe. Let's go recast this other rod. Still fairly bright out. Yesterday night was very interesting because we had fairly bright conditions even when it was fully dark, because we had a super full moon yesterday. Where are you fishing? Our lake house in the Poconos. Fishing today has not been great. Yesterday was really good, and today has not been great. So, I don't know. I guess they're all full from yesterday's feeding. I'm gonna bop around with this thing for a little bit. A little tail spinner. Catching anything yet? No, Will. Yesterday was I was just saying, yesterday was really good. The conditions were very unique, and everything was feeding like absolute craziness. And today has been all sorts of stinky. I mean, I didn't catch much on the earlier live. Caught some, but not much. And nothing so far in this one. Got one little bite, and that's it. There's the house in all its glory, shining. It's not huge. It's like a normal sized house. Like not a townhouse, but like as far as houses go, it's pretty normal. It's just lakefront. And no, we don't even own it. This is my grandparents' house. And it was bought a long time ago, before it cost what it did now. I think it's 30 some years old. They bought it. 30 some years ago they bought it, so. I'm gonna recast this rod with the worm. It is a very nice house, though. There we go. Oh, we're still fishing. Am I gonna be fishing tomorrow? Yeah, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna go live or not. We'll see. I might take off this float, which I'm doing right now, and cast around this thing weightless. I'm gonna go grab the headlamp real quick. Everyone stay tuned. All right, we're back. Four people in here. There's not even bluegill close in right now. It's crazy. Alright, bring you guys over here. Wild stuff.
Not even... You have stuff in the back of the golf cart, you know that, right?
I do, actually.
Okay, well...
Yeah, I'm not even seeing any bluegill. Hello, coal region. Yeah, I'm not even seeing any bluegill right now, which is crazy. There's a bat. We got some live music going on. There's like a bazillion bats flying around. Whole bunch of bats. Guys, it's rough right now. Catch him up, says Jeff Beal. Thanks, Jeff. We're trying. It's been a rough day of fishing in general. Yesterday was really, really good, and today is locked down, shut off, which makes no sense. But you know, it's the way it is sometimes. Guys, there's nothing. I can't even see anything. I can't even see any fish anywhere. I don't know what it is, but they seem to be shut off. You have stickers for my e-bike. I don't have stickers yet, Coleregion. I've been meaning to get working on some for a long time, and I just have not had the time to do it. Tough day of fishing, tough day. I didn't bring the kayak out at all today, which could definitely be part of why it was so not great, because on these tough days, usually where they are is out in the middle, but you can only access by kayak. So I'm gonna see if I have some sort of mount where I could take you guys out on the kayak tomorrow. I don't know if I do, but I'll think about it. If I don't, then I'll just fish the kayak and film it for some sort of video. But yeah, I really should have thought of that. Today was kind of just like a relaxed day. What's up? I know. I've been standing here for an hour. I did some testing to figure out if they were still here. I use Gemini, huh? For your stickers. Alright guys, we've been running for a little bit over an hour. I haven't caught a darn thing. So, yeah, I'm probably going to call it. Today has been not the greatest day of fishing ever. In fact, one of the worst days of fishing I've had at the lake this year. We've been up here a couple times already this year, and this has been one of the worst days I've had. But we still managed to catch a couple in the earlier live-in today, so I'll make sure to get the timestamps up for that. And yeah, I appreciate anybody who came in for doing so. And yeah, I appreciate you. It wasn't that entertaining. We did a lot of exploring, a lot of messing around, not a lot of fish catching, which wasn't the best, wasn't the most enjoyable, but I'm gonna see what I can do tomorrow as far as getting some other good content for you, whether that be alive or elsewise, or yeah, elsewise. I don't know what. That's not really a word. Alive or something else. There you go. Sometimes my brain doesn't work. But yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do about getting some fishing content tomorrow. We're just gonna take it easy. I'll let you know if I'm gonna do a live. I'm not quite sure yet, but thanks for everyone who came in, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.